What it do? What it do? We back again. What it do? What it do? Back again with another one on y'all head top. Been a while. Been busy running around with this new job, moving around, changing jobs frequently lately, trying to settle into this career thing that I'm working on. So I ain't really been able to make no videos in like the past week or so, but I'm back. I'm back with another one. I seen this video about a couple days ago on somebody else's channel. I watched like the first minute of it. I was like, oh, this is good. I was like, I gotta react to this. So this is my reaction to this black preacher basically saying black people they've been fucking up. That's basically the moral of the story, but let's get into it.
Won't be much longer with y'all. I understand we need to move beyond color. I'm not about that, but y'all raised it. If you start it, I'll end it for you. Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a problem. Black people got a problem. Now we can move to color blindness and always look at the man by the content of his character, never the color of his skin. I'm down for that. You get my vote. Yay and amen. I'm for that. But before we get there, we need to hear some truth. Black people and white folk. Black people got a problem. And it's a God problem. When black people see the world, I don't care. You can train them. You can train a black man to be a physician. You can train him to be an astrophysicist. You can train him to be a lawyer, but you can't train him to understand the world. He doesn't know. I'm telling you. There's not 2 cents worth of difference between a mass murderer. There's not 2 cents.
This thing about this video, it like resonated with a lot of what's going on today. To me, from what I see is going on today, this video kind of resonated a lot. Because I think this video is like 8-9 years old, but it's for 2025. This is right now. This video is for right now.
2 cents of difference between a petty thief that's locked away in prison than a black doctor when it comes to understanding the world. Listen, you listen to me. We got to deal with this.
Because what he's saying is, not everybody, of course, there's going to be there's going to be outliers, but there's a lot of, motherfuckers can't get right. I don't know what's going on in the community, bro. It seems like people getting worse. Every time I look up my timeline, because people, when they see certain videos, they thinking, oh, people looking for this, or you just picking on. It's like, bro, you think I get on social media and type in a specific? No, I just scroll on my timeline, and it's always some ignorant shit every single day. You know how much videos I come across? So I'm just like, I just be tired. Well, I'm like, I can't do a reaction to this. So I just look at it, shake my head, and keep it moving. But it'd be hundreds of them a week. Where it's like every time you turn your head or you look up, it's like, what's wrong with our people? Why they keep doing these things? It's like we're regressing in life. It's like we're not making no progress. It seems like we're going back. Like, what is going on?
And we need to begin to acknowledge it, talk about it, ask God to help us, because only God can help black people where they are. Black people had Africa, that big old continent over there. They never.
And that's one other thing too. Everybody, not just black people, everybody's just turning away from the church, and you know this is way more chaos and anarchy and just the world. It ain't getting better though. Just depraved people are just, they don't got no morality, no conscience, no nothing. They don't care about nothing about themselves. It's just people don't care about their own kids. People don't care about kids, bro. People, as you can see, people murking their kids left and right. People don't care about their own kids. Once you reach that stage in the world and that life and society, bro, we're doomed, homie. We're doomed.
Never built one boat that was seaworthy. Not one. There's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking about Egypt. Egypt is not Africa. There are no great cities that were built. Even before the first colonization of white people coming to the shores of Africa or the slave ships, black men built nothing. No sewer system, no houses above one level, and none of them made out of stone. All of
What houses above one level was crazy. He said, boy, they only got one floor houses. But listen, what he said is true. And the reason why people would say, no, fuck out of here, you a coon, you a jigaboo, you a this, you a that, you're lying, and you just ate the black man and your mama black. It's like, stop all that bullshit. This is how you know it's true. Because right now, most of Africa is still like 300-400 years behind. So how could he be lying? Is he making this up? Most of Africa, there's going to be some places, of course, there's going to be some cities in Africa. But that's like me saying New York City is built up high rises, bridges, technology, shit fancy, big city lifestyle. And the other 49 states in America looks like the jungle. Literally the jungle. People living, people ain't got no clothes, belly big, disease flies all over them. They walking around no shoes on. Like literally living like no lights, no sewage system, no sanitation department. No way to get rid of their trash. They just throwing their trash in the street, shitting in the water, pissing in the water, throwing everything in the water. This is how they living in the other 49 states of America. Only one city is built up, and the other 49 states is just look like a jungle. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how Africa is. And people act like, bro, no, bro, Africa ain't that bad. Bro, they got technology, they got cities. It's like that's one city, maybe two. Africa's a whole continent, brother. And 90% of it, maybe more, is still like the jungle. Most of the people live there still living 300-400 years behind. They don't got no electricity running. They don't got no plumbing system. They still walking around barefoot, starving, still need money from other countries to just be able to sustain themselves. And in 2025, come on, dog. Y'all can't, you know what I'm saying? And that's why with this narrative where when people be like, oh, slaves built America, it's like, that's not true. The slaves were free, I think, if I'm not mistaken, just off the top of my head, if I'm not mistaken, I think in 1865. Let's see. I might be wrong, but let me see. Hey Siri, when was slavery abolished in America? 1865. Boy. December 6, 1865. Okay, so the first car, I don't think was invented. I think it was Ford. I think like 1910 or something like that. Somewhere around the early 1900s. There wasn't all these high rise. America didn't look like this in 1865 or before 1865. America really got built up with all this stuff we see here. These big cities, these bridges, this, that. There was certain things, but it was mostly farmland. Most slaves, especially back in slavery times, they only picked cotton for real. Cotton was that was like the vast majority of America's GDP in terms of all the money they was generating was from the cotton industry. That's why everybody was on farms and this and that and that. There wasn't all this shit going around in technology and this and buildings here and that, houses and high rises and cars everywhere. Bro, up until like 1910, horses was the main form of transportation. Cars didn't come around until that time. And between that 1910 and 1930, you couldn't give away a horse up until that time. Because now cars were almost everywhere. But that's within that 20-year span. Before, slaves was freed like 60 years before that. And before 1965, America still was like mostly rural lands. There wasn't none of this stuff going on. So how the fuck could you say the slaves built up America when 99% of America wasn't even built up? Until like the 1900s when shit started. There was a rapid growth. Once slavery was abolished, that's when America kind of thrived, to be honest. Because now they had to figure out a different way to keep their GDP up, to get money, to figure out different sources of, it's basically different sources of income. Because that market was done. So America didn't get built up until like the 1900s to now. Like in the past 100 years, 125 years or so, that's when America became what it became today. Before that, in the 1800s, America didn't look like. Are you crazy? It was mostly farms. When we look back in the 1800s, how America looked, it did not look like this. So this narrative that slaves built up America is not true. America got built up after the slaves got free. That's when everybody started thriving and everybody started building. So slavery was actually keeping us back. That's what kept America back. That fucking slavery. Everybody was just living off the motherfucking cotton. Once they was like, all right, we can't do this no more. Motherfuckers they had to become very ingenuitive and figure some other things out. And that's when America became what it became. The country it became now. But before that, there wasn't no all this slaves built up. Like, stop that bullshit, dog. That's not true. Because if it's true, motherfucker, Africa would look like America right now. It would literally, it's still 300 years behind. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody holding y'all back. Ain't nobody down there stopping motherfuckers from progressing. Motherfuckers just not progressing. Come on.
Made out of grass and wood. Black
Still
men.
today, look at most of Africa right now. Motherfuckers still living in huts, dog. I'm seeing videos, motherfuckers eating monkey brains. Like, it's literally a third world. I can't even say third world. Probably like a fifth world country in most of Africa right now. Continent. I can't even say country because a continent. Right now. It might be one big city, and the other 95% of the fucking continent is like the jungle. This shit is crazy.
Before the white man ever got to Africa, the worst thing that could ever happen to South Africa was when they gave it to Nelson Mandela and black folk. That was a great nation. Now, notwithstanding apartheid was wrong, we all know it's wrong. I'm against it. There should have been some other resolution, though, than turning it over to Nelson Mandela. Disease, AIDS, and crime is running wild in Johannesburg. They're killing one another over there. They're dying of sickness. The government is mismanaged.
Today.
The people who ran the nation are now leaving the nation because black folk don't know how to run no nation.
And it's hard to say, considering that you're a black man. It's like, you don't even, and that's the thing too, sometimes you don't even want to say certain things because it's like, bro, I'm black, I shouldn't say, but it's like, if it's the truth, fuck all that. You got to say what you got to keep it real, dog. Fuck all that. I'm not just going to say what I know it's not true just because I'm trying to stand on some code or whatever the fuck y'all trying. This shit is stupid. It is what it is. Motherfuckers still living 400 years behind in 2025. How is that possible? And black people, we got all this knowledge and we the first man, and which is true. And we this and we that, we so great and we all this. It's like, bro, why is Africa looking the way it's looking in 2025? This shit is crazy.
They don't know how, and we need to admit it. I know you don't like it,
dog.
but you need to stop shucking and jiving. We got a problem. Nigeria produces oil every year, yet the children over there are hungry and pot-bellied and walking barefoot. We got a problem.
We got a problem.
You talk about the Hutus and the Tutsis. Look what's going on in Zimbabwe now with Mugabe. We got a problem, black folk. And forget about Zimbabwe and South Africa, Nigeria. Look at what y'all have done in Harlem. You can't even hold on to Harlem.
You can't even hold on to Harlem, dog.
We got a problem.
Niggas
Black folk don't understand the world. You can get mad with me all you want.
Dog.
You can say what you, but you can't prove me wrong. No, I'm not saying.
Nigga wrong. You know what people gonna go to? You know the one thing they gonna go to? Black Wall Street and back in the day. Okay. Yes, that was true. That one time. And we really don't know because the white man fucking came and destroyed it. Which they did. We gonna keep it real. They came and destroyed that shit. So we really don't know what it could have been. Or if it would have still even been around right now. We don't know. We can't say because they came and fucking annihilated that shit. That is a fact. But outside of that, what has motherfuckers been doing for the... I don't understand it. Why is motherfuckers not thriving?
I'm saying this because I hate black folk. I'm saying it because I love you enough to tell the truth. The only person going to ever help us get out of the situation is going to be God. There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind. He does not understand the world.
He don't understand.
He doesn't. I don't care if he learned medicine. He doesn't understand the world. He can't even hold on to Harlem. When he was here, he moved out. We got to talk to the Lord. People, we got to talk to God. And black women, Shirley Chisholm, Harriet Tubman, Coretta King, one of her boys. Yeah, okay, then we got a black president. But you black women, what's wrong with y'all?
And even that, Obama, okay, we had a black president. What did he do? Let's keep it real. What did he do for black people, dog? Nothing. He literally made it worse for us. And 99% of black people that voted for, I would say, fuck all that. I would say 100%. 99.9% of all black people that voted for Barack Obama literally only voted for him because he was black. And they wanted to see a black president. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see it. At the time, I didn't vote because when he first ran, I was what? 2008. Yeah, I was too young to vote at them time, and I still ain't vote, never voted. So, but I would have voted for him just because he was black, because I was young and ignorant myself back then. But he has done nothing for black people. He's literally only made it worse. And 99.9% of everybody that vote black person that voted for him will tell you they only voted for him because he was black. Fuck a policy. He black, and I want to see a black president in America. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna let that white woman? What's wrong with you black women voting for Barack? Don't you
That's his mama.
understand? It should have been a black womb if you're gonna have a black president. What's wrong with you? Y'all ain't got no sense, you black women. Your men
and that's the
preaching.
thing with Barack. He's half white. Y'all people think they would just have a straight up black dude, black mama, black daddy, lineage black, up in the motherfucking white. He had to have some type of Caucasian in him. They're not gonna, come on, dog.
You're like the dogs, like your dogs. They walk all over you. They make you pay the bills at home, and then the preachers pimp you in the churches and make you pay the bills. Y'all crazy black women buying these black men private jets, the tune of $50 million for a nigga to ride around in a private jet. And you talk about, look at our pastor. What's wrong with y'all women? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And what's wrong with a black man?
Them prosperity preachers. It's going up in there giving up all they goddamn money. Meanwhile, you struggling, can't feed yourself, can't do this, can't do that. But your pastor living in a mansion. People are so fucking dumb. The human species, outside of like a handful of people, is very fucking dumb. People have their own lane where they smart in, like, oh, he's a doctor, so he's smart at that, but he's dumb at everything else. You know what I'm saying? Or he might be good at this. He's a mechanic, so he's smart when it comes to mechanical shit. Outside that, he's stupid as fuck. Most people are very dumb. Like, it ain't nothing with it believing in God and thinking in the word. And I think a lot more people should get back to that, so we could get back to society being a place of not demonic, whatever the fuck is going on right now. But them prosperity preachers, dog, they're not it, homie. You could buy your way into heaven, and if you just give me it, man, get the fuck up out of here. Most preachers are scammers, con artists, because they see the finesse. They know some people, they belief is so strong that they will not even think straight, and they will just buy into anything.
And that would take that kind of money out of a poor neighborhood and buy himself a private jet. What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
This how you know. This how you know. Yeah. This how you know this motherfucker mad and he mean what he say. When the pastor said you niggas are crazy, you know it's bad.
What's wrong with you, black women? What's wrong with you voting for Barack Obama? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all?
See they quiet?
You niggas are crazy. Black people. Let me tell y'all something. If you don't ever hear me say preach again, they can kill me tomorrow. But let me tell you something. We're not going to ever get anywhere until we look into the mind of a black man. He doesn't think correctly. I don't care what he is. He can be a doctor. He can be an astrophysicist. The nigga ain't got no sense. You talk to him. You talk to a black man. He doesn't understand the world. He's never built anything.
He's never built nothing.
The most of black.
It sounds fucked up, but it's true. Of course, throughout history, niggas is gonna invent. There's gonna be a handful, select few of black people that was geniuses and got ingenuity and they could come up with some shit and create some shit. Of course there's gonna be that. But that's a small minority, and that's just a few, handful sprinkled here and there. But as a whole, as a race of people, we have not built nothing, dog. Look at motherfucking Africa, and that's predominantly black. Let's use that. Fuck America, cause everybody gonna say we were slaves and whatever. So we can't. So we wasn't allowed to create anything cool. I gave you that. What about Africa? It's predominantly black people. They running shit over there. Why is it still 300 years behind? Oh, cause the white man. Like, stop with this bullshit, dog. It was like that before they came, and it's still like that. Every other country built itself up. Haiti. You see Haiti? Haiti's a fucking... Bro, it's almost worse than Africa. Motherfuckers eating mud pies over there. Mud pies. Pies made out of mud. That, like, some of these countries, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like they cursed. Like, God himself has put a curse on some of these countries to where they will not thrive. They cannot succeed. I'm telling you, dog.
The black people have ever done. They did it here in America under white people's help. When they were in Africa, they didn't do nothing.
People go ahead and be like, man, fuck him. It's like, bro, what? Tell me where he's lying, dog. Prove him wrong. Where's he lying? He's spitting 100% facts. It sound crazy, but he's spitting facts. I had never seen this dude before. And I never heard a pastor say that. These niggas is crazy. Well, that's the end of the video, though. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know I'll be back to y'all with another one.